Today on the Better Movie Guy, Better Movie Guy looks at The Hunted. It's a movie about someone who's hunted. It's pretty self-explanatory from the title. Brought to you by the Better Movie Guy. Hi, I'm the Better Movie Guy, and today we're looking at The Hunted. The Hunted is a 2003 movie directed by William Friedkin, starring Tommy Lee Jones, Benicio del Toro, and Connie Nielsen. Again, this is one of those things where you might be like, why are you talking about a movie from 2003? Why are you reviewing it? And you want to know why? It's because I like the movie. I think it's a pretty good movie, and I don't think enough people know about it, and it's got some amazing, cool knife stuff. And I like knives. I'm a man. And I thought I'd tell you about it. So here we go. Aaron Hallam was taught to be a killing machine, but he's not one of those super Rambo guys that goes in with 20 guns and stuff. This guy sneaks into wherever he needs to go. You don't know he's there. He kills you with a knife before you know he's in the room, and then he walks away. It's called Wet Works. Why is it called Wet Works? It's because you usually get wet with blood when it happens. He was taught by a guy named LT. LT is not an army guy, he's a tracker and a knife guy, and he taught him how to do all this stuff, but then he went away. Aaron has a psychological break and starts killing hunters in the real world, back in Oregon. So they call in LT, who's up north doing the things with wolves in Canada, to come and track him. Well, they're not even sure it's him, and he comes and tracks him, and then they catch him, and then he gets away, and it's all about hunting Aaron Hallam. Thus the title, The Hunted. Let's talk about the cast. Tommy Lee Jones is great in this. His character is really uncomfortable being in the city. He's not a person people. He's very blunt. He says everything directly. He doesn't care really what you think. He asks the girl, "You kill anyone with that?" She's like, "Yes." "Is that because I'm a woman?" He's like, "No. I just don't like guns." He's that kind of guy. But he can track an ant across pavement, apparently. He's based on a real guy that does tracking, and the guy is insane. He can look at footprints and know exactly which way they went and how fast they were traveling and what color shoes they were wearing, what ice cream they had last night for dessert. Like, the guy can track. And Tommy Lee Jones does a great job playing him. Benicio del Toro is fantastic as this guy who's kind of losing it, but kind of not, because they're hunting him, even though they say they're not. They were hunting him and going to try and kill him, and so when he kills the guys that are hunting him, he's justified. But then he skins them and hangs them up and does some nasty stuff. And so he's kind of lost it, but he's reasonably lost it because people are trying to kill him. And Connie Nielsen does a great job as an FBI agent. She's just trying to make sense of what the heck's going on. Why is there a guy skinning people? And what is Tommy Lee Jones' character so like, This movie looks really good. It has a decent pace, but where it excels among no other movie that I've ever seen is the knife fights. The knife fights in this are very unrealistic, but ultra realistic at the same time. And let me explain. They're unrealistic when the end big fight scene happens, because the knife fight goes on for 5 minutes. In a real knife fight with real guys who know what they're doing, that fight lasts 10 seconds, one of them dies, and one of them goes to the hospital. So it's unrealistic, but it's darn cool. But the rest of the knife stuff, you see how effective a guy with a knife can be. Just one guy with a knife can take out multiple people with rifles if he knows what he's doing. And that stuff is all ultra realistic. He doesn't have a gun, he doesn't need one, he just goes around with his knife he made. The Hunted's a good action movie. There's some incredible fight at the end, there's some beautiful scenery, and a waterfall that they got to use, which rocks. I give The Hunted 3.5 beards out of 5. It's a really solid movie. And I like Tommy Lee Jones, I always have. And Benicio del Toro ever since Usual Suspects. So give it a chance. Have you seen The Hunted? Are you going to see The Hunted? Until next time, stay weird, everyone. You watch the Better Movie Guy. He's talking about The Hunted. Guys using knives in awesome ways. Subscribe and tell the Better Movie Guy what you think. And as always, you'll do him safely. There's some people walking. I'm going to stop talking. Oh, that rhymed.